Did Tony Soprano die in the final scene of The Sopranos, or did the show trick all of us? For almost 20 years, people have argued about that black screen. Was Tony shot? Did he survive? Or was the ending trying to say something much darker? The final scene actually gives you multiple clues about what happened. Most people just didn't notice them. And once you put those clues together, the ending stops feeling confusing. I'm Dr. J and welcome to my channel. Most shows try to give you closure. The Sopranos did the opposite. The final scene feels strange immediately. The camera keeps cutting to random people. The bell on the dinner door becomes weirdly loud. Tony keeps looking up, and slowly the tension becomes unbearable. Why? Because we are experiencing the world exactly the way Tony does. Hyper alert, paranoid, always scanning for danger, and psychologically this matters. When someone lives with constant threat for years, the brain changes. The nervous system becomes trapped in a survival mode. Even normal environment start feeling dangerous. That dinner wasn't just a restaurant. It was Tony's mental state psychologically trapped. By the end of the series, Tony has power, money, and control, but mentally, he's exhausted, almost hollow. Everyone around him is disappearing. Friends die. Relationships collapse. Trust disappears completely. And the most important thing is this: Tony can never relax again. Every person becomes a possible threat. Every quiet moment feels dangerous. That's why the ending feels so anxious. Because Tony's life has become pure anticipation. He's not enjoying life anymore. He's surviving it. And honestly, that may be worse than death itself. Now let's talk about the black screen. Before that, if you enjoy psychologically breakdowns of famous characters, please subscribe to the channel. People spend years trying to decode it like a puzzle, but emotionally, the meaning is actually simple. Death doesn't announce itself. There is no dramatic music, no warning. 1 second, life continues normally, and then nothing. And throughout the series, The Sopranos constantly hints at this idea, especially the line, "You probably don't even hear it when it happened." That changed everything, because the ending doesn't show Tony dying. It shows the audience experiencing death the way Tony would, instantly, without awareness. And that's what made people so uncomfortable. The show robbed the audience of certainty, just like Tony spent his entire life being robbed of peace. Most TV endings fade away after a few weeks. This one stays in people's minds for decades. Why? Because uncertainty is psychologically disturbing. Human brains hate unfinished conclusions. We want answers, closure, certainty. The Sopranos refuses to give us that, and that unresolved tension keeps the ending alive in people's head. But I think there is another reason too. Deep down, people know the ending feels true, not cinematic, not dramatic, real. Life often ends without resolution, without emotional closure, without everyone understanding what happened. And The Sopranos forced the audience to sit with that discomfort, which is exactly why nobody forgot it. So did the Tony Soprano die? Maybe. Probably, but honestly, I think the real point is very bigger than this. The ending wasn't just about death. It was about fear, about paranoia, about what happens to a person who spent their entire life looking over their shoulder. By the final scene, Tony already lost the ability to feel safe. And once that happened, a part of you is already gone. That's why the ending feels so disturbing. Not because it cuts to black, but because deep down, it feels like the only ending Tony Soprano could ever had.